Yeah, because the post has been removed. It was like a queue, too.
Number 9 in the queue.
What's Mark Zuckerberg shielding here?
For example, if you are close to setting a direct debit, apply for a discount.
I just shared it on yours. When live
Super.
on my man shirt on mine.
Mark Zuckerberg.
You see, listening to that. There's a repeat somewhere going on. Is that you? Is that yours? Are you watching it?
I don't know. Let me turn off the volume on this one.
This is mine. No, it was mine. It was me. I was right.
But how long are they taking to answer this phone?
Yeah, I know.
You can do this at www.sthelens.gov.uk/council tax.
Myself. Okay. Right then.
You see that shadow in the back, Andy?
I just paused that. I'm just clicking. I didn't realise you'd made me host. I'll record that now. I'll start recording.
Okay.
We get closer.
You see that shadow behind me in the thing?
What, Big Ben? Or the other shadow behind you?
Anyway.
Deep state. That's the deep state that keeps blocking your Facebook post. That's the shadow government. Oh no.
Electricity gone. They've gone off Facebook. Gone everywhere. I'm literally sitting in a little dark room.
What number was you in the queue now?
I don't know. We started at 15.
Right, do you want to share the post again? Share your and you entered the waiting room.
I don't. What am I gonna do?
Daniel, who's Daniel? We've got some Daniel waiting and entered the waiting room.
Share it on Facebook again.
No, he's in the waiting room to come on the Zoom meeting.
Yeah. So admit her.
Daniel, yeah. Danielle or Daniel, I don't know.
I don't care. Just admit whoever it is.
They're here now anyway. Just connecting to audio. I'll just keep my eye on it, like, because the sad thing is, obviously with the 77 Brigade, you don't know who you're allowing on, do you?
It's fine, but it doesn't matter because we're asking where's the. You know what I mean?
Daniel.
Yo.
Right. Hi. First time spoke to you.
Aye. Well, for your information, Daniel, this is the Liverpool people on the council tax. Some very strong language and strong letters, but I will just tell you something.
Yeah.
I had a case with them a couple of years ago where they sent a bailiff round. A guy called Christopher Paul Phantis. And we managed to get the bailiff sacked. And I believe that's the first one I've ever seen. I heard that, what's his name? Another guy got one sacked. I keep forgetting this guy's name. It's a wonderful guy.
Dave Witcher.
I've been trying to do a Zoom with him about it, because if we're the only two people ever got two bailiffs sacked, then somebody needs to copy us.
I'm not sure whether did he get sacked or did he have to pay out? He got fined.
My one got sacked.
Yeah.
They never paid me out. I've still got a claim in there, but they're not honoring the claim. Tom. I'm doing a Zoom and we got no line. That's our maintenance, man. Get some light.
Right.
That's your maintenance guy, is it?
Yeah.
To be honest, Anthony, when I first saw your videos, it took me like a few weeks to actually work out what was going on. It was like unbelievable. Like, surely this guy must have not paid for something, or he must owe some debt.
Yeah.
But yeah, he never did. It's ridiculous.
Well, on this particular case, hello, no, but they're gone. Oh.
No,
No, I don't hear anything.
Is it still ringing? Is it still counting the minutes?
Let me
Counting the
turn
seconds?
off my Bluetooth and see.
Disconnected.
Oh no, they're still there,
Thank
No,
you.
there, that's right.
but it's just not as good.
Caller number
Yeah, so what it is in this particular
Well,
case,
what? 7 was that?
let's forget the council tax for now, whether the liability order. There's a lady, a young girl, been living in the flat on benefits with a couple of children. So when you're on benefit, your council tax gets automatically paid. Yeah?
Right.
So here they're saying for the last 3 years, no council tax
Right.
been paid. Yeah?
Right.
But if the person is on benefit, how come they, you know what I mean? That's one thing. The other problem is this girl.
I know they changed it a couple of years ago because I had some tenants where it was being directly paid to me. And then for some reason, the government changed the law and said, oh, we can't keep babysitting these people and we just pay them directly to them. And then they should then pay the landlord. You know, but I don't know if it's done the same for council
That's fine.
tax.
But the thing is, I'm getting the benefit, what direct payment, but the council tax doesn't come to me. The council tax goes to the council automatically if the person is on benefit, or
Right.
maybe it goes to the person. What they're trying to say is the property is empty, or something of that nature. But then it comes to the issue. Let's talk about.
I get it. Maybe the person's moved away and they're still trying to charge that person for council
No, the
tax.
person is there,
Right. Okay.
but they're coming after the landlord. It's just screwed up. You understand? Not only that, there's some other issues going on, and the tenant's been threatened with illegal eviction, so she reported it to the council. So
Right.
they're paying no attention to that whatsoever. So they're bringing now a bogus. I mean, what I'm trying to do is to show the public.
Yeah, it's just fraud. They're still going after imaginary people, fictitious people that live at that address. I mean,
Well, my wife just last week had a harassment from a bailiff called One Source, and we called them up. The video is on the scambusterTV channel. And they said there's a liability order for council tax in Newham. We've never had anything whatsoever to do with Newham Council. We never lived there, we never owned property, we never rented, nothing to do. But I'm not interested in that. You get me your warrant and I'll pay you.
right.
So he cut me off after a while when I start to ask questions, as usual. But we come and we Googled One Source. The company's been dissolved 2 months ago.
Right.
So this company is working for Newham Council to chase people on warrants, and they've been dissolved 2 months ago.
Right.
So if you pay money to these people, where does the money go?
Yeah. So it got well offshore, obviously. It just disappears.
You know, and we have austerity times. Everybody's under all this pressure. Why is it necessary? Why are we?
Well, they're going after people now for the PPE loans. If you've not looked in the newspapers.
What PPE? The equipment.
Yeah, well, during the COVID, they lent everybody, what was it, a free £50,000 loan to every business. I think my dad had a friend who had about 255 businesses closed down. He went and got a loan on every single one of them, walked away with like 19 million, and then disappeared off to Pakistan or, you know.
Oh, it's mad. But the chancellor wrote off 64 billion of his friends' COVID loans. 64 billion. This is all their cousins and aunties and wives that take out these loans.
Yeah. They won't go after anybody you know, that's linked to any politician, you know, or
The thing
or
is,
they
a
will
lot
be
of these
going.
companies who claim these monies were set up just before the COVID. So
Yeah.
they had a premonition of the COVID.
Premonition.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like the world goes from one crisis to the next. They try and ramp it up as much as possible. Like with the COVID, they've ramped it up so everybody's got to have injections, and you know it doesn't matter what age you are. So you know all the ministers and things have all put the shares into all the latest drug companies, all the big drug companies, and now it's switched to food because they're purposely trying to create a food shortage because of the Ukraine. Also, the oil prices makes the cost of food going up. There's also numerous food processing plants that have been burnt down.
oh, I know, and it's not coming on the news.
Yeah, it's like, it sounds like George Soros. You know, it's like with the refugees as well. It's George Soros owned all the boats and things that were owned and listed in Germany, and they floated them to Africa, picked up the people, dropping them off in Greece and Italy, all the distressed countries already with, you know.
Yeah. I'm caller number 5. We're moving up in the world, you know. We're going to be number 1 soon. But there is so much money being collected from the public on fake warrants. It's just off the scales. And they use so much force, so much threats and tactics and fraudulent paperwork.
So they've got fear and bullshit.
Let me just pull this up again. We recycle it one more time to see the count.
They do it with children. They do it with the old people.
They're taking the children. This is the problem. So they got all these barcodes. It's illegal to send papers with barcode and QR codes because you can't interpret these, what they are. Then Mrs. Jones, doesn't know who is Mrs. Jones, a complainant or a prosecutor? And then the summons fee. Magistrates courts don't have fees, eh? It's a criminal court. You're summoned, but this is not a summons, yeah? This is I don't know what it is, but it's not a summons. They're trying to make people think this is a court seal. This here. That's not a court seal. You know?
That's not a court.
Yeah.
It's
a logo. And
court summons would have any barcode or QR code on it either. So it's not a court.
Yeah, they try and trick you into turning up to this or trying to pay this.
Yeah.
Turn up to some imaginary court.
But look at the joke here. Look at the joke. It says here, hearings of non-criminal prosecutions. You ever heard such a thing in your life?
Yeah.
Non-criminal prosecutions.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Spotlight.
I heard like the UK's action fraud centres in Scotland, and there's only like 6 people there that have no power.
Yeah. Non-criminal prosecutions. What is a non-criminal there's no such thing, yeah? There will be no provision to enter the court building. Contact the council tax recovery. So even after they have it in court, they're telling you to contact the recovery. It's rubbish. The council can seize goods, attachment to earning, DSS. That's such a big scam because these people are having money forced from them on a court order where there is no court order. It's, you know, I feel it for some of these people. The court cannot consider outstanding applications for blah blah. There is no applications. This is just counterfeit. It's not an application. Um,
Thank you for holding. All our agents are still busy.
and all the judges and the police, they're all pretending this is real. And here is one thing I want to highlight. The charities involved. Money Advice Service, Step Change, Citizen Advice, National Deadline. None of these agencies will be prepared to check if the orders are legitimate. Because if someone make a fake order, it's an enormous crime above and beyond being behind with your bills or credit card or whatever. So that means these charities are running a scam.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like I noticed as well. It's like even the National Prevention for Cruelty to Children and things. They've all got their own gatekeepers there, and you know they're just probably pilfering all the money from those charities dry as well.
And I just believe these people are funding these charities, and they will not investigate the contract or the court proceedings. And these charities are running a scam. It's a big statement to make in public, but publish and be damned, you know. It's a scam you're all running.
Thank you for holding. All our agents are still busy.
If a liability order is awarded against you, the council is empowered. So now they're getting power from the order. But it's not an order. They don't have no power. It's a, you know, it's a counterfeit. They need to go to jail.
I do. 100%, mate.
Although you have been summoned, you are not required to attend.
Who's you? Although you, who's you? This is the, I mean, when you started to break it down, you can see clearly that it actually says nothing. Oh, number two.
We're getting there.
For example, if you are calling to set up a direct debit, apply for a discount, or report a change, you can do this at www.sthelens.gov.uk/council tax.
Let me put something in the chat. Oh, there's a few people online. I didn't know. I've been ignoring them. How can I?
Thank you for holding. All our agents are still busy. You are caller number 2 in the queue.
You know you can do most things online. For example, if you are calling to set up a direct debit, apply for a discount, or report a change,
Let
you
me
can do
switch
this
this
at
thing off.
www.sthelens.gov.uk/council tax.
Someone's asking, can you please post the confirmation that the valued court seal have to be embossed only?
Yeah, 100%. Well, we got it in writing, so that's all I can say. I can only go by what the court says.
That was on the freedom of information, wasn't it?
No. The freedom of information. I said, what is a lawful court seal and when does it need to be used?
Did you know you can do most things online?
And they haven't answered in about 3 years now. They have 30 days. But we got an order where we're the claimant. And the order says on it, this order or any copies are not valid without the embossed seal. Embossed.
Logic, when you think about it, because you can't photocopy an embossed seal. It's just logic.
Yeah, so you have to take it to the court, let them copy it, and then they emboss the copies. And then you can use that copy. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? I'll start recording now.
I've been waiting 41 minutes now.
It's not bad.
Council, benefits, Neil speaking.
Oh, hi, Neil. My name is Anthony Badaloo.
The lines are extremely busy at the moment. That's why you're waiting for a long time. You should have been told when you first called through that there was long waiting times.
Oh, I must admit to you, it did say on the message, but I couldn't believe.
We're extremely busy, and we are encouraging people, if you don't wish to wait,
Yeah.
to phone back at another time.
You must be making a lot of money that you're so busy.
Yeah, we're extremely busy at the moment.
Can I ask your name, boss? I forgot.
Neil.
Neil who?
Neil Fury.
Fury. Is that Tyson Fury's brother-in-law?
No, nothing to do with me.
Ah, no wonder you're still working for the council. Do you know Tyson Fury gave all the money he made from the first fight to a homeless charity?
Did he really?
To a homeless charity.
He didn't give any to me, did he?
But you're not homeless, boss. You're in the money making side of things.
I wish I was.
Okay, so I'm calling, boss. Can I give you the reference number?
What's it about?
Council tax,
Council tax.
court order.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Court
You're the
sum.
landlord, are you?
A court summon. You want the account number?
Are you the homeowner or the landlord?
I'm the accountant. He's asked me to pay it for him.
Right. Well, if you're making a payment, you can do that online as well.
No, I just wanted to go through a couple of things before I pay. Just a couple of little discrepancies.
What's the account number, please?
It's 803
Yeah.
577
Yeah.
172.
And what name is it under?
It comes under the name of Peter Ofori.
Right. And what's your name?
My name is Anthony Badaloo, so I'm his accountant.
Right. Well, if you ring you to make a payment, I'll take it off you, but I can't discuss the account with you. I'll have to speak to the account holder.
But what it is, Mr. Fury, I've made inquiries with the court, and it says there's a summons here. I've made inquiries with the court. They have no record of anything being filed by the court. So I'm wondering.
Oh no. Well, it won't be. Yeah. Well, all we've done is we've made a complaint to the court and summoned the taxpayer to appear. That's what we've done. I don't know what date's the hearing.
Yeah, but you can't.
Our evidence will be submitted on the day of the hearing.
Oh, is it?
Our evidence will be presented. We've made the complaint.
Uh-huh,
Our evidence
uh-huh.
will be presented on the day of the hearing.
I thought you had to file your evidence with your claim.
No.
Because the gentleman was never served with anything issued by the court.
You'd have to get into contact to discuss that.
Sorry?
You'd have to get the taxpayer, the person named on the bill,
Yeah.
to make those sorts of enquiries, yes.
But you know the paper you sent, it's got like some barcodes and QR codes on it. Is that how can I can't read it. He gave me these papers. It's got all these barcodes that I can't even read. I don't.
Well, that's if you pay if you got all our demand notices have got barcodes on. That's because we no longer issue payment cards. So if you was to present that letter to a post office or a pay zone shop,
Yeah.
they would use that barcode to identify the account. So if you walked in to pay £100, they would scan that code and take the money off you and give a receipt. That's what the barcodes are for.
Okay, but there are some QR codes as well as a barcode.
They're just identifying codes in relation to the council tax account number. There's no other meaning or purpose for those images. They're just to identify the account. That's the only reason why they're shown on those bills. Most outlets now that take payments over the counter require a barcode or a QR code. They're all the same thing.
But it can't be a summons with a barcode on it. It just doesn't seem.
Can, yeah.
Eh?
Yes, it can. Yes, yeah, it can.
Yeah, a
if
summons.
If you walked into a shop to pay it,
Yeah.
they would scan that code.
And that's a proof that it's legal.
Well, it's legal anyway. It's legal anyway.
Yeah, okay. But what about the case? It has a case number below here. It says 32991.
Well, that's the complaint number.
At the top, he has an account number. Okay. Because the court couldn't find this number in their computer.
Well, no, because it's not been listed for a hearing yet. It's not been listed on their dates.
So how does the prosecution work for these summons, boss?
We present a list of cases to the magistrate's court,
Uh-huh.
and as part of our submission,
Yeah.
we have to indicate when the bill was issued, when the reminder notice was issued, and when the final notice was issued, and when the summons was issued.
Uh-huh.
We have to show the proof of postage to show those demands have been issued, and we do that on block. So it's an application. It's not an individual application. It's made on block. And the magistrates, if they're satisfied with our submission, they'll grant the liability orders without it's a closed hearing.
A closed hearing.
Yeah, behind closed doors hearing. Yeah, the courts aren't open for these applications. They don't open.
Oh, I see. I see. Is that legal? Is that lawful? Is that a lawful process? You could have a hearing and the gentleman don't know nothing about it.
No. What happens is what happens with summonses for council tax summonses liability order applications. Those applications are made on block. The magistrates' courts are no longer open for in-person hearings. So at the court hearing, the council will make the complaint and give the magistrates a list of everybody who's been summoned to appear on that day.
Right.
And the magistrates then will determine whether or not they're prepared to grant a liability order for the sum due against its demand. If an individual on that list is contesting the demand or wants to dispute the demand, they would have to arrange a telephone hearing on that date to give their version of events to the magistrate. So if in this case, if the chap wanted to contest the, or was disputing the issue with the notice, the summons, he would have to contact the court to say, I want to arrange a telephone hearing on the 19th of May.
Right.
And then a telephone conversation would take place between the magistrate, the council and the taxpayer. That's how it works at the moment. Those are court rules, magistrate's court rules, not council rules. We have to comply with the requirements of the court due to COVID.
Yeah.
And at the moment, these applications are heard over the telephone.
I understand.
And
But
potentially we can summon 2,000 or 3,000 people for the same hearing at the same time on the same day.
you've got superpowers, 2,000 or 3,000 people for the same hearing at the same time. I mean, you're incredibly efficient.
Well, no, it's basically a paper exercise. In the vast majority of cases, people owe the money, they don't contest it, and the council are granted a liability. This has been going on since 1994. That's how long we've been doing it. So, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a county court. You're not filing witnesses in the police or nothing like that. It's just a magistrate's court application. It's like non-payment of a fine.
I get it. But isn't the magistrate's court a more serious matter than the county court, because it's a criminal court, no?
No, the county, in respect of council tax regulations, they heard before lay people in the magistrate's court. It's not a county court case.
Oh, I see.
If we have to take everyone through county court for council tax, the council will go bust in about 3 days.
So it's a matter of convenience.
Well, we have to comply. In terms of non-payment of council tax under the legislation, where cases are heard in front of the magistrate's court, we have to comply with the magistrate's court rules on hearings. So if the court change their minds next week and say we want to cease the staff in person and the taxpayers, then you'd be summoned to appear. But at the moment, the court don't wish to have people there in person because of COVID.
So the magistrate rules you're talking about is Rule 99 of the Magistrates Court's Rule 1981.
In terms of the administration of the magistrates' court and the lay people, the magistrates, that is not we're not in control of that. That is governed by a magistrates' court and tribunals.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, the magistrates' court in St Helens is closed. There is no court now in St Helens. You have to go to the one in Liverpool instead because of the court closures.
So there is no court in function now.
There's a county court in St Helens, but not a magistrates' court.
Oh my God!
In St Helens, there's a tribunal court for benefits and stuff like that. But the magistrates' court has been closed, and you have to go to St Sefton now in Liverpool.
You're a very knowledgeable man, Mr. Neil Fury. But listen, so the thing is, right? when you file a prosecution to these 2,000 or 3,000 people, don't you have to serve them a copy of the sealed claim issued by the court? No.
No.
Okay.
No. All we have to prove is the summonses were sent all we have to prove is the summonses have been sent to the sorting office in St. Helens. That's all we have to do.
To the sorting office.
Yeah, proof of postage. That's all we need. Not proof of delivery, proof of post.
But these are not summonses, boss. These are just bits of paper with barcodes and QR codes.
Yeah. Under the regulations and the liability order application, we have to demonstrate to the court that those summonses have been handed over to Royal Mail. That's all we have to do. And we get a receipt off them. So when the Royal Mail comes to pick them up in a bag, they give us a receipt. And it's the same for the bills, the reminders and the final notices. Because what you have to remember, when a summons is issued, that's the fourth document used, the fourth or fifth document that's been sent out about the bill.
Yeah.
So the summons is probably the last one. So we don't have to serve it by hand. We don't have to have a witness statement, a certificate of service, postage. We don't prove a delivery. Don't need nothing like that. All we have to prove to the court is we posted them, we handed them over to the Royal Mail.
It sounds like you're a law unto yourself, Mr. Fury.
No, I don't make the rules. Those are set in the legislation I've done for over 20 years.
Wow, so 20 years of the... But listen, as far as I was made to believe, because I've done a couple of private prosecutions myself in my time, you have to file your bundle, you have to get it approved by a justice of the peace at the court, you have to get 3 copies, and you have to serve it, the sealed copy, after you get the full case number. I mean, the number...
Probably.
The number you're showing me on this document is not a court case number, boss. Court case number is about 9 digits. This is about 4 digits.
No. The complaint has been made to the magistrate's court, and that's why the summons.
But there's no evidence that you've ever laid information. Have you laid information?
There will be, yes. We'll have submitted a list to the magistrate's court, and the JP will have signed it.
So it's like, but there's not. It's like what do you call these things? Like when you have a group claim, like a class action against the public.
I'm not following you too well. In respect of council tax summonses, we provide a list to the magistrate's court to say these are the summonses that are being sent out, and we get a magistrate to sign.
So who sends the summons out? Who sends?
A JP, a magistrate.
Okay.
A clerk of the court, a court official, a magistrate's court official.
I see, but
the reason why that's carried out is the summons actually includes the court details on it. So if you look at the summons, it actually mentions the magistrate's court.
It has both the magistrate's court and the council address, which is very confusing.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
But is there court seal on this document?
No.
Oh.
No.
But don't documents issued by the court have to be sealed?
No, because this document hasn't been issued by the court. It's been issued by the council.
I didn't know the council could issue summonses.
We do. If we can do, provided we've made a complaint to the court in the first instance.
I would take you up on that, Mr. Neil Fury, because only the court can issue court instruments.
No, not in respect of council tax. Prior to the summonses being issued, we apply to the magistrate's court. We provide them with a list of cases we're going to summons to appear. We tell them why, and in this case it's non-payment of council tax. The magistrates then, the court and a court official will then authorise use of that summons. We'll also have to have the court for the hearing date and the time. The court will agree that, and then we will issue the council issues. All councils issue summonses. All local authorities.
But this document that says it's a summons, it's neither sealed nor signed by anybody. So, John Fury, when we get to the nuts and bolts, he cut me off. I think somebody must have told him he's live on the internet. What's his name? Neil Fury. Liverpool and Merseyside. So the last time they sent a bailiff, Christopher Phantis, we got him sacked for fake order, but they just keep on. They don't have any other trick. This tenant is on benefit living there. They're sending it to the landlord. It's not the landlord's job, but it's a totally fake. The guy admits so much, Andy. We're gonna have to watch this in slow motion. He gave away so much juice.
He did really, yeah.
He gave the whole game away.
Does that mean he's been running the same scam since 1994?
He said 20 years he's been doing the same thing.
It's when Tony Blair got in, wasn't it?
Whatever. But the thing is, only the court can issue court proceedings, and he didn't let me ask him about the fees here, the court fee, £65.50. They never paid no bloody court fee.
Not even gone.
Imagine the tax evasion and money laundering going on here. You know?
On that document, so the document hasn't even been executed correctly. You know, so much.
It's not a court document at all. No seal.
The corporation, which is the council. The council's
as soon as I come to the signature on the seal, he mysteriously cut off.
So who's the document saying it's from? Who's issued this document? Does it say who's?
He said it's the council, no?
Just the council, yeah. So
yeah.
Okay.
He said the council is authorized to issue summons, but it's not even a summons. They just, I mean, I think somebody must have tapped him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, boy, you're live on the internet," and they've cut you off twice off Facebook. we streamed it onto YouTube. But people, you wake up, look, Google death of council tax. I think even when you Google that, it doesn't come up.
He's lied there as well. I mean, he said that the court send it. No, they don't.
I'm telling you. Shall we call it a day? Let the public be the jury. What we're gonna do with these people? Are they gonna be? What's the remedy? What's the punishment? We got work to do, people. These are tough times. Everybody's under pressure, and these people are turning the screw and draining your blood. Let's do something about it. www.scambuster.tv. They even block that. You just have to work hard to join us and support us. It takes effort. Nothing good's come easy or free.
No.
Daniel, I appreciate it.
Right, thanks for nice to meet you.
You've been a part of history, mate. This is the guy. I confessed everything there. Yeah, everything. True confession live.
How can the UK grow though? You know, it's nobody. No business can grow. Nobody. You know.
No, but because it's based on bankruptcy, they'd use these liability order to you boom and bust. You know, I built myself up to be financially independent 3 times, and each time they come and raid you and say they have court orders. That's why I'm so passionate about this. Nobody can grow. Anything you leave for your grandchildren, it's gonna go in their hands. That's how they set up. So, listen, guys, thank you very much.
Good time as well.
Another super day from the Scambuster crew. All right.
God bless all.